This one comes from Hey Annalise. She wanted to know how long did it take you to write that We Are Young song, and how long does it take you to write songs in general?
It's song dependent. We Are Young was pretty quick. A lot of times they say like, oh well, the big songs, or like, you know, if it's a great song you can write it in 5 minutes. We Are Young was pretty quickly written. That actually kind of leaves where the story left off. Mm-hmm. So I kind of had this idea for a verse. Andrew had put down a couple of different notes for me to sing over for like a verse idea for the song. And so Jeff and I went in and it was just he and I, and all he really wants is the hook. And I'm like, I explain it to him. I say, it's got to sound like this, you know, it's got to have this jangly piano and stuff like that. And he gets me in the vocal booth. And this was when I knew, like, I guess there's just a little bit of confidence in working for so long. I was like, as soon as I sing this, because he's like, if you can hit these notes, yeah, then let's do it in this key. And I was like, this is where. And so I finished the first take, and it's probably on that.
Really?
Like,
That's
yeah,
the first
that track is, well, I mean, it's 8 tracks. It's 8 of my vocal doing that. But the first take through the 8th take is all in there.
So you smoked it right out of the box.
Yeah, and it was a bit of a show off move. I was like, I'm going to show him what's up. And with We Are Young, I had written a verse, but with the way that I write in my head, I don't play an instrument, so I don't hear things necessarily in time. If you listen to We Are Young, the verses are I think a fuckload of a lot faster than the chorus. And so my thought was that when you hit that, and so by the time the bar closes and you feel like my thought was that's going to slow us down and reset us for the big chorus. So we've got this fast verse, but Jeff didn't know that. Jeff didn't know that, like, I was so used to from my format days writing songs, singing things out, and then people would kind of just build the song around like me just going on and off. And so it was just like, give me a second, and really slow, as slow as the chorus. And so I was like, I'm not going to question this guy. I'm just going to let Jeff do his thing. He's recording all the tracks and everything like that. I go in to try and write lyrics for a second verse, and I come back in, and I just had to bite the bullet. I didn't know Jeff that well, and I just said, you're gonna have to speed up the verse. And he's like, what do you mean speed up the verse? Like, this is a hip hop guy. Like, you know, they work off of like they go in and they just program a beat, and
It's what it is.
It is what it is, which is something that I really admire, because it stops me from being such a psycho. And he goes, no, I'm not doing that. I'm like, you got to do it. And he was pissed off. I remember him trying to figure it out, and sure enough, like by the end of the night, he was like, the tempo map is just the most incredible thing I've ever seen. He tried to put it on the album. Like he was trying to tempo map everything on the album. And me and I mean, Andrew and Jack were just like, we're tired of tempo mapping. Like, can we please just keep a song one speed? We Are Young was pretty quick. I mean, Jeff and I walked out the next morning with what almost felt like the entire song.
Did he cop that he wanted to use it for Kanye West?
Yeah, totally.
Did you tell him to hold on to that till we put this out?
No, we were like, let's use it for Kanye West, and that was our thought. It wasn't going to be necessarily a fun song, and then everybody around was just like, no. Like, I remember the head of our label was just like, not at all.